All right, so this video is going to be kind of short, but I wanted to talk about Suboxone withdrawal. Now, if you saw my other videos, it was about me going down in Suboxone. And I was at 24, I went down to 18, then 16, all the way down to 4 milligrams. And what was happening was my doctor wanted to keep me at 24. I don't know what it is with those doctors, but they want to keep you. Maybe it's the money. Maybe it's, they really care about you. But I was on Suboxone since 2022, so about 4 years. And this doctor wanted to keep me on at 24, but we know what's going on in the world, and I didn't want to be tied to something like that, where if it stops, you're screwed. I don't know where I got it in me, honestly. Just one day I said, I'm done. And so I started tapering. And the tapering, there was no problem. All the way down to 4 milligrams. Now, for full disclosure, I understand what people are going to say about this, but hey, it's the way that I'm doing it. So one day, I stopped taking Suboxone. About day 2, I was kind of getting some chills, whatever. Then, I hit day 5, and I woke up, and let me tell you, okay, some people don't experience significant withdrawal from Suboxone. Some people do. But, with me, I had this smell, and it was the smell of true depression. Okay? It was horrible. And it turned my apartment. I live with my wife. It turned my apartment. Felt like a dark cage. Everything I watched, I can't watch some of the shows now that I watched while I was doing that because it brings me back to that place. Just so you know right now, I'm standing at 12 days with 0 tabs. Well, not tabs, they're films. I switched to films once I went down to 16. I heard about 7-0, and every time I felt a little, not well, I took a little bit of 7-0, which is Kratom, whatever. It's very condensed, but now some of you are going to say, oh man, you got to be careful with that because that's got a withdrawal. I know. But I haven't been taking it very long. It's very minimal. But today, what possessed me to make this video was today, I woke up after having a seizure. Okay, this stuff is nothing to play with. Some people will say, oh, it's not that bad, and some say it is, but I had blood in my mouth because I bit my tongue. And I had the sweats, I had diarrhea, I had the chills. My life was screwed up. I took a little bit of 7-0, and then I felt okay. But I'm prescribed these medications. I take gabapentin, baclofen, and then I take magnesium and a daily vitamin. That is key. Also, make sure that you're eating because you're not going to have the energy unless you do this. I'm 12 days off of Suboxone, and it's really hard. I'm not going to lie to you. Some people say it takes about a month, maybe 2 months to get off Suboxone fully. I am still in the middle of the horrific withdrawal. By the way, nicotine, so that's one of the things that's keeping me sane. I just want to reach out. Those of you who don't know, I'm in a master's degree right now to become a clinical mental health counselor. And I was just accepted into the program for substance use disorder. So I will be counseling those who have addictions. And I'll know what they went through. One of the reasons why I wanted to get off, it's not mandatory, by the way. There are counselors out there who do take Suboxone and Methadone. I wanted to be off of it. I don't want to be on it, and I felt like it was a personal prison. Let me say this. Methadone and Suboxone, they have their place. It helps stabilize people. Many people will say the famous words, "It saved my life." Those 4 words are everywhere in that community. But I wanted to get off of it because I wanted to be free of everything. I'm 39, and I made a promise to myself by the time I'm 40, I'm not going to be on anything except for caffeine, maybe. But the big thing, especially in the depression, Christ. Christ help me. I know some people are, oh, here we go, religion. I'm just telling you, having that North Star, it means everything. But I am 12 days with 0 Suboxone. I jumped off at 4 milligrams because just one day I didn't take it. And I was like, wow, I went a day. Maybe let's keep this going. It's tough. The big thing is the smell. Like it smells like chocolate milk and ashes. That's the only way. But it's not an actual smell. You can tell it's something in your sinuses that's causing. It's the I need this. But in a week, I'm gonna post how I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep you guys up to date on this. I want this channel to be about faith, but I also want to talk about addiction. And I'm not going to give any mental health advice, especially since I'm not licensed yet. But all I want to say is we're out here. We're out here in the fight. You're not alone. If you're going through Suboxone withdrawal, it's because there's either you don't have it anymore or you want to get off of it. The thing about Methadone and Suboxone is while it has its place, doctors want to keep us on it for years. I was on it not for addiction, but to treat pain. The VA, I'm a disabled vet, the VA used it for pancreatitis pain because they're experimenting with other things that aren't so addictive or doesn't give euphoria. Now, Suboxone absolutely can make you have euphoria if you have never taken opioids in the past. But that's why it's so big in prisons right now. I don't know if you know that, but prisons, Suboxone is huge, especially since you can put it on stamps and all of that. But Suboxone and Methadone are harder to get off of than fentanyl, heroin, meth, all of that, because it sticks to your receptors. And I don't want to go into the science of it all, but if you're on a treatment program, consider that what you're on, Suboxone and Methadone, you're either going to be on it for life or you're not. And I didn't want to be one of those people who are on it for life because I don't like any encumbrance. I don't like people telling me what to, pee in this cup. And that's the big thing. When the VA, I moved to Wyoming, and the VA sent me out to the local pain clinic. And suddenly I was having to pee in a cup like, I was doing the addict thing. One, they wanted to test to make sure it was there in your system, and 2, they wanted to make sure nothing else was in your system. And I resented that. And my doctor, while it says, for chronic pain, the funny thing is, I I don't have pancreatitis, chronic pain very much anymore because I got healthier. And so now I'm stuck here with this thing that's really tough. I just want to let you know that Suboxone withdrawal could take a week. Some people report that, but for some it takes a month or two. We're all in here together, and talk in the comments if you have any questions, or especially if you have an experience with Suboxone, because some people are going to read it and it's going to help them. But day 12, 1-2. Here's hoping that I stay the course. I felt so alone this morning. It was so hard. And it feels like the earth is moving beneath you and you're getting ready to experience the worst thing you ever had. It was the shaking and the aching in my joints. My whole body it hurt so bad, and I was sweating. Anyways, God bless, and I'll talk to you in a week.